Thank you very much. Now back to a major story we are tracking. A transatlantic trade crisis is brewing as Europe and the U.S. face off over Greenland. And the EU is weighing massive counter tariffs after Washington threatened duties on European countries opposed to his takeover plans.
Yeah, it is the latest escalation in a diplomatic standoff that's got Greenlanders saying hands off. Our Ross Cullen filed this report for CNA from the Greenlandic capital of Nuuk.
This is Greenland's snowy capital, home to just 20,000 people, a third of Greenland's population. But the town of Nuuk has been thrust into the heat of the political moment, with Washington's attempts to take control of the island. Despite the pressure from the United States, there is a defiance here. An overwhelming majority of the population of 57,000 say they do not want to become part of the US. The people of this remote, far northern capital are worried. They say they feel let down by the US, a country they long considered to be a friend.
I am so disappointed of Trump. And I would say he will never get our island.
We had hoped that maybe the Trump administration had forgotten us a little, but that's not. We can see that's not happening. And right now, everything is really at stake.
We have never been in war with the USA before. It's only after Trump became the president we became enemy of the state, maybe.
Greenland is stunningly beautiful, and it's bigger than France, Germany and Spain combined. The US president says controlling this enormous island and preventing what he says could be a takeover by China or Russia is a matter of US national security. But there is an economic agenda as well. Beneath the vast ice sheet and snow-capped mountains lie critical rare earth deposits and untapped oil fields. But Greenlanders say only they should control the resources. Hands-off Greenland protests took place on the 17th of January here in Nuuk and in cities across Denmark, which has overall foreign policy and defence control of Greenland. The demonstrations were timed to coincide with a visit by US senators to Copenhagen to discuss the issue with Danish and Greenlandic officials. Greenland's Prime Minister, Jens Frederik Nielsen, later published a statement saying, "The demonstrations here at home and in Denmark have shown a strong and dignified unity. Many people have peacefully expressed love for our country and respect for our democracy. I am very grateful for that. We will not let ourselves be pressured. We stand firm on dialogue, on respect, and on international law." President Trump isn't backing down.
We have to have it. They have to have this done. They can't protect it.
The US leader has threatened to impose 10% tariffs on 8 European nations if they remain opposed to US control of the territory. Denmark's Prime Minister, Mette Frederiksen, seen here alongside her Greenlandic counterpart, said Europe won't be blackmailed. Intense diplomacy continues across Europe, both at NATO and by EU leaders.
It's clear from the consultations among EU leaders, including President von der Leyen, that the priority here is to engage, not escalate, and avoid the imposition of tariffs. Why? Because this will ultimately harm consumers and businesses on both sides of the Atlantic.
Denmark and several other European nations are expanding their military presence here in Greenland to show they are serious about the island's security, even as they pursue a diplomatic solution. For CNA, I'm Ross Cullen in Nuuk, Greenland.
All right, coming up.